Veronica's Curse, Madrid, Spain, 1993. The Vallecas apartment had been abandoned for years. No one dared enter. The walls held whispers of a terrible past, a tragedy so chilling that the story became an urban legend. It all started with a séance. A group of teenagers had attempted to contact the dead using a Ouija board during an eclipse. One of them, Verónica, never made it out alive. Some say she was possessed. Others believe she was taken. But one thing was certain. She never really left. Elena adjusted the camera in her trembling hands, the red record light blinking in the dimly lit apartment. She had heard the stories, but she never believed in ghosts. Until now. Come on, let's just get this over with, David muttered, his voice strained. Relax, Carla smirked, flipping her black hair over her shoulder. It's just a dumb legend. Javier, the quietest of the group, didn't speak. His gaze remained fixed on the dusty Ouija board in the center of the room, untouched for years. The air smelled stale, tinged with something rotten. Elena swallowed hard. Okay, let's do this. They gathered around the board, placing their fingertips on the planchette. The candlelight flickered, their shadows dancing against the peeling wallpaper. Carla took a deep breath and whispered, Veronica, are you here? For a moment, there was nothing but silence. Then, a faint creak echoed from the hallway. The planchette jerked violently to yes. David yanked his hand away. Nope, I'm done. Don't be a coward, Carla teased, though her voice wavered. Elena's pulse pounded. What do you want? The planchette moved again, slowly, deliberately. Yue's shiver ran down her spine. Suddenly, the air grew thick, suffocating. The candle flames stretched unnaturally high before extinguishing in unison. Darkness swallowed the room. Then, static. The old television in the corner buzzed to life, though no one had touched it. White noise filled the screen. A shadow flickered through the static, growing clearer. It was a girl. Her face was obscured, her long, tangled hair clinging to her pale skin. Her lips moved soundlessly. Then she turned toward them. Her eyes, black voids. David stumbled backward, knocking over a chair. Turn it off, Elena cried. Scrambling toward the remote, the girl on the screen smiled. The lights exploded, the apartment filled with ear-piercing screams as an invisible force ripped through the room. The walls shook, the furniture rattling violently. Carla's body lifted into the air, her limbs convulsing. And then, silence. The TV turned off. Carla slumped to the floor, gasping. Elena crawled toward her, heart pounding. Carla, are you okay? Carla lifted her head, her eyes black as night. A wicked grin stretched across her face. You called me, she whispered. Elena's blood ran cold, because the voice that came out wasn't Carla's. It was Veronica's. The next morning, the neighbors reported loud screams coming from the apartment. When the police arrived, they found no one inside. The Ouija board lay in the center of the room, untouched. The planchette rested on one final word, M-I-N-E. The apartment remains abandoned to this day, but if you listen closely on a quiet night, you might hear her whisper, calling your name, waiting for you to play.